my loves, Anna here, makeup creator, teacher, and educator specifically for people with hooded eyes, oily and textured skin, as well as 30+ skin. Welcome, welcome. We love everything makeup on this channel, and I have made an executive decision to do Vlogmas this year, but I'm gonna do it my way. Like, I'm not gonna be vlogging every day because I'm not crazy. I don't think that's sustainable at all, not for my schedule, but I just want to be talking about makeup. I want to be posting every day in December up until Christmas. We'll see if I can do it. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself if I skip some days. Bear with me, I'm just a human person, just a human being. But welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. I am so pumped, and I wanted to make this one special because I wanted to talk about something that is like very special to me, something that I really enjoy in terms of makeup, because my whole thing is beauty. Makeup, welcome if you're new here. We love makeup. Specifically, I love colorful makeup and eyeshadow. You can clearly see that. But I'm going to be talking about eyeshadow palettes today. We're gonna talk 10 cozy eyeshadow palettes for winter that I picked out from my humongous collection. As I'm filming this, I have not yet filmed my eyeshadow declutter, but that is coming soon. I already have primers, concealers, foundations, blushes, and bronzers up on my channel. Watch that. Eyeshadow drawer needs to get decluttered, but I went through all of it, and I picked out 10 eyeshadow palettes that I want to be wearing this winter, that I want to pull out from my drawer. Some of them are older, some of them are newer, some of them are classics, some of them are from my favorite brands, some of them are from smaller brands or even indie brands, and we're going to talk about them. And I will tell you why I chose them, because everyone's vibe in terms of a winter eyeshadow palette or the holiday eyeshadow palette is different. We're gonna see my vibe today. So if you have the same vibe, because I know some of you guys like the same makeup that I do, and that makes me always so happy, like your comments when you say, oh my god, I love the same thing, or I ordered this thing as well and I loved it. That makes me so happy, like over the moon happy. I'm so happy to find this little community on my little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Anyways, the Saw palette is not gonna be in this video, unfortunately, but I love her. Anyways, let's get right into it because I'm so excited. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Let me know what you want to see from me during Vlogmas. I want to know, even if it's not beauty related, because sometimes I do post my little vlogs or day in my life or whatever, but yeah. Let's get into it. Here they all are, 10 eyeshadow palettes I am going to be wearing this winter and this holiday season. We have some really big ones and some really small ones. Let's dive right in. I'm going to talk about like a super obvious one. Also, this is not rankings. These are just 10 palettes in no specific order whatsoever. But I can't do winter without this one. This is such a staple in my collection at this point. Icy Nude Huda Beauty. You guys, this was such a good launch from the brand. I miss Huda Beauty's big eyeshadow palettes. Who else? I miss them so much. I believe she claimed that this would be her last the year it launched. Was it last year or 2 years ago? So sad. So sad. This has the most beautiful, gorgeous, stunning white and light pink matte shades. If you know me, you know that I love putting those in my inner corner. And yeah, a staple, a staple. This has such beautiful shimmers. Some of them are a little bit chunky to the point where it feels a little bit gritty and glittery, and I wouldn't put that on my eyes, but it's probably just one shades. The others are just so creamy and so beautiful and so shimmery and so yummy. And the depth that this palette brings in those brown shades is absolutely beautiful. But of course, the most important part for me is that it's cool toned. I love cool tones, especially in the winter. So quite a bunch of the palettes in today's video is going to be cool toned. You're not gonna see Morphe 350. What was that one? The super warm palette. Why did I remember about that? It was like 10 years ago. But like, remember that super warm palette from Morphe from like 2015 that was so popular? Yeah, not gonna see that today. I am wearing Morphe actually on my eyes. That's why I'm thinking about them maybe. But the Icy Nude from Huda Beauty is such an iconic palette. I truly love the shades, the quality, the color story, the packaging, everything about it. And I genuinely am going to miss their big palettes. They were so iconic. Like, remember Mercury Retrograde? That was the first one I purchased from Huda Beauty. That was like a dream come true to purchase that one. It was so special, and I love their big palettes. Yeah, this one is perfect for every day, perfect for glam, perfect for when you want something glittery and shimmery and sparkly, or something neutral. I just cannot get enough of this. Such a versatile palette, so perfect for travel. Might pack it with me when I'm traveling for the holidays, but yeah, really love this baby. Number 2, so another category for today's video is kind of like holiday palettes, so not just winter palettes, but also palettes that I like to wear during holiday season. And Nomad loves coming out with really fun color story for any type of holiday, and I truly love their newest palette. This is the the Christmas market. I can't really say that. I did learn German for like 13 years in my life. I can't say a word. Sorry. Anyways, this palette is holiday in a palette. I unfortunately only played once with it, and I just played around with some browns and some shimmers. I need to dig into the reds, the greens, the color. I love this palette. It is so fun. It is so approachable too, because of the neutrals and because of the way the palette works. Like, it's very approachable. You're not going to get lost or confused by it. Obviously it's colorful, but at the same time it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Love the embossments and the vibe of this palette. It is just so Christmassy and cozy. Love the art on this as well. This is not the only Nomad palette in this selection. I do have a code with them. It's Anastasia 10 if you want to purchase anything or any palette. Yeah, this one is kind of like a holiday palette. The other palette that I pulled out from my collection for this winter season is more of a wintry palette, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is just something for fun. Put on a green or a red eyeshadow for Christmas. It's always such a good time. Also love wearing red for Thanksgiving too. And yeah, such a beautiful palette. Oh, I just adore. Oh, I guess Thanksgiving is over by the time you're watching it. Sorry, I'm filming this in November. Hi from the past. Anyways, really want to play around with this one. Some of the shades are so shifty here. I love the deeper shimmers. I love the lighter shimmers, and just overall such a good product, such a good launch from them. I'm a huge fan of their eyeshadow formula. They never disappoint me, and seeing more fun color stories, I don't know how they have that much like imagination. They're coming out with like a palette a month. Well, not really, but like during the fall season and the holiday season, they come out with 3 palettes, which is just a little cray, not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna complain because I love all of them and the quality delivers and the ideas and everything, inspiration. I'm so pumped for this. Super excited to play around with this one more. Number 3 is going to be more of a classic, my type of classic and cool tone type of classic, and just a good palette overall. I don't think it's available anymore. I thought this is going to be in their permanent collection, but I don't think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes, specifically Moonlight eyeshadow palette. When I tell you this is my favorite Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette by far, I mean it. I want to do a Mario eyeshadow palettes rankings video. Let me know if that would be fun. Obviously all of them are brown, but like, you know, let me know if that would be fun. This is just the most unique color story for them because it's not just brown. It has cool tones, it has grays, it has silvers, it has a pop of blue. It doesn't really translate on the eyes anything but dirty grayish dark something. It's not really a navy blue on your eyes, but it works darkening out your inner corner. Oh, outer corner, I mean. It works when you need to smoke something out. Such a beautiful color story nonetheless. I don't really go for that blue shade when I use this palette, but I use the heck out of this one because this is where my everyday type of makeup look comes from. Like, this is literally what my everyday type of look is made from. I use a taupey shade all over my crease and like above my initial crease. Then I deepen out my outer corner with a brown or a gray. Then I pop one of these shimmers on the lid, this in the inner corner, and I go on about my day. That's it. Or maybe a little bit of a eyeshadow wing with black eyeshadow as well. Like, this palette has everything, and that's what, well, it's missing a white matte, obviously, but not everyone puts a white matte in that palette, and that's fine. The way I just absolutely adore these shimmers, and this is something that you're not going to find in their newest launch. The Nature is it called? Ethereal Eyes Nature. They did something with the shimmers, and their shimmers don't feel the same in those palettes, in that palette specifically. But even if they were as perfect as these are, color story wise, this will forever hold my heart because it's the cool tone one. When the first Ethereal Eyes came out, I truly fell in love with it because it did have some cool tone options, but this one is just like truly my vibe. So I love it that much more than the first palette. I have all 3. Super happy that I have all 3. I think only the last one I received in PR. These I bought myself, and I just love this palette. This one is so so well used. I always take it traveling with me because whenever like I go traveling, I typically go for one colorful eyeshadow palette so that I have some accents or like some colors to inspire me, and one cool toned neutral eyeshadow palette, and it's more often than not, it's this one. It's really good. Moving on to number 4. Actually, I have a lot of older palettes here. I wonder why. Because there's no new eyeshadow palettes coming out. That's why. Easy. Anyways, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmos eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I thought about this. Maybe because it has like a really beautiful ethereal smoky vibe to it. But I did break one shade. It was actually on camera here on YouTube. I don't remember in which video because it happened a long time ago. But this shade kind of fell out and it broke. And it's one of the most beautiful shades in the palette. But it is what it is. It is such a gorgeous color story. This is what I miss from the mainstream makeup community. Like that Huda Beauty palette, this ABH palette, give me more of that, brands, please. This is so fun. This is so fun. I haven't used it nearly enough. I usually just go with one of the browns and then one of the fun shimmers on the lid because this palette is so easy to use and navigate. Like even if you're a beginner, you will understand how to work this. It is not confusing. There is not a confusing color story here. It's very simple. You just use a matte and then you choose a shimmer. And everything works so well together. I just truly love what they did here. The shimmers are so ethereal. They are like so shifty, like you wouldn't even believe that it's ABH. They're so beautiful. Like some of these have like a clear base, but they are very, very shifty. Super in love with this guy. Came out a couple years ago and they actually had quite a bit of palettes this size. This is the only one I have because it was before I got on their PR list, so this I purchased myself. And then now they keep coming out with and sending my way the little 9-pan palettes. They're also quite, like some of them are also quite interesting and give this vibe, but most of them are just kind of brown and either warm or cool tone because, well, you know, that's what the makeup industry, that's what's trending these days, more neutral looks. But somewhere in 2026, I can almost feel it. Colors are coming back and colorful eyeshadows too. To mainstream, I mean. In indie makeup, they never left, obviously. But mainstream, it's happening. I feel it. Number 5, let's talk about the smallest guy here. And honestly, I pulled it out because I love the quality and because I want to use it more because it's just such a luxury, expensive product that I don't nearly use enough. This is the YSL Mini Clutch, and this is my favorite. I have 2, but the other one is super warm, so I never reach for it, to be honest with you. This one I reach for quite a bit. This is in the shade 710, and this has just such a beautiful sparkly shimmer first of all, and then these 2 mattes, they're almost like velvety mattes. They're so beautiful, and this creates just such a gorgeous cool tone, luxurious sparkly eyeshadow look. Like very, very beautiful, and I love this little quad. And it's also just so easy to pick up and travel with, and you don't have to think much about what you're doing on your eyes just because it's all in these 4 shades, right? There is no color, there is nothing you need to pick out and choose and think about. It's just very approachable, again, like all luxury makeup is. But for some reason, like I don't reach for a Dior eyeshadow palette that, well, I only have one. That one is actually also pretty good, but like I really reach for this one quite a bit, and I still don't use it enough as much as I want to because it's so beautiful and so gorgeous and just looks so good on the eyes. So yeah, I want to use this baby a bit more, maybe for the holidays, maybe for a special event. Really love this one. Okay, 5 more eyeshadow palettes. I pulled out one from my Odin's eye collection, and I haven't purchased anything from them in a long while. I feel like for a time there, they were creating such beautiful color stories that inspired me, so I used to buy every single launch. And then maybe this year I only have the Morgan Turner's collection palette. That one is outstanding, but not much else. And I stopped kind of like following them for some reason. I need to get back on that train because I've really enjoyed their quality and enjoyed their eyeshadow palettes. I always have. And yeah, for a time there, I bought every single launch because I just loved them so much. And it was like an indie brand that I knew, or like a smaller, lesser known colorful eyeshadow brand. I don't know if they're indie, that I knew, right? Whereas like now I'm finding out about all these other brands that I haven't tried yet, but I want to. But anyways, it's another conversation. This is the Jewels and Gem eyeshadow palette. It came out a couple years back and there were two eyeshadow palettes. I have both of them. So one is more like a greeny earthy tones and this one. Do you see this? The amount of looks you can create with this. I love Odin's eye. OMG. You can have rosy warm tone looks. You can have purple. You can have cool tone blues. You can have even brown and like mauvey brown. I just love everything about a color story like this. In my humble opinion, this is perfection. There is even green sprinkled in here. Insane, insane. And only 15 shades, but you can get so much out of this palette. And I love the quality on this. I love the sparkles. Some of them are a little bit more glittery. Some of them are deeper. Some of them are a little bit more like with a clear base, but they have like shifty, beautiful, multi-duochrome vibes. I adore this palette. And also I don't remember last time I used it. Like I remember I used to travel with it all the time because it's kind of like travel size, you know what I mean? Like it fits in my makeup bag, unlike like a McGrath palette. But it's been a hot minute. I miss this baby. I need to pull out some, like I have done that. They're right here. The older eyeshadow palettes, but I need to actually pack them for winter vacation with me and like for the holidays as well. We're going away in January with my family for a winter vacation. I need to like pull out some really beautiful winter color stories because obviously I can't take all 10 palettes with me, but 3 probably can. Anyways, this is a really good one. I have a bonus eyeshadow palette because I forgot to pull out any Natasha Denona palettes. This is going to be a bonus one and we're gonna have 11 eyeshadow palettes. Anyways, with Natasha Denona, my thought process was I would pull out the I Need a Nude, the cool tone eyeshadow palettes that I really love from them, but I use it all the time and it doesn't matter. Like the season just doesn't matter to me. Like I always use that one. So I decided to pull out a different one. And recently the Natasha Denona team sent me a gift, which was super, super lovely. And they sent over this eyeshadow palette, I Need a Worm, which I already have because I have everything, but I was super grateful for the gift. Nonetheless, I can gift it to somebody. This eyeshadow palette, I always keep forgetting how not warm, well warm, but not orange, this palette is. It is called I Need a Worm, but it's truly just a really gorgeous neutral color story with really gorgeous shimmers. Don't mind this shade. It was broken, I believe, when I got, or I broke it. I probably broke it. And it's just a deep brown. It's not so important to me because I have another deep brown here, so I don't even need to replace this shade or anything. And yeah, the one that they gifted me is full up and running and ready, but I'm gonna gift it to somebody else because this is enough for me. Not only does it have really beautiful neutrals and yes, some warm tones, but not like orange in your face warm tones, you know what I mean? It also has one of the most stunning multi-chromes in the entire Natasha Denona line. I truly love it. I don't know if it picks up on camera because it does shift oh so gorgeously in real life from green to yeah, I don't think it does on camera. Like green, yellow, red, it's literally insane. It's such a beautiful shade and I always reach for the shade when I wear this palette. And I thought that if I have a bonus palette to pull out for this winter season, it's gonna be a warm one because I haven't really done any warm palettes for the winter season. So this will be it. Natasha Denona, I Need a Worm. I also do have a code with them. It's Anastasia 10. I really truly love this palette. I actually at first, when they came out with I Need a Nude, which is a cool tone, and I Need a Warm, which is a warm tone, I was like, it's warm, I don't like it. But then they came out with the rosy toned palette, which I don't even remember the name of. I Need a Bloom? No, just Bloom, I guess. They came out with that one and that one was just like so orangey and pinky and just like not my vibe, that I looked at that one compared to this one and I realized that this one is not warm, this is just neutral. Not only just neutral, it's a beautifully neutral palette. So I kind of fell back in love with it and then they sent me the gift and I remembered that I love it, so I pulled this one out. This is our 11th palette. This is our bonus palette and we're going to be wearing it. Okay, so we have 4 more eyeshadow palettes and talking about cool tones and more boring color stories. This will forever be my favorite ColourPop eyeshadow palette and I just like remember wanting it so badly and getting it, and or was I gifted this? Maybe, possibly years ago. And when I got it, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I thought it would be and it's perfection. So this is the Stone Cold Fox palette and they have quite a bit of these larger palettes, but it's actually like, look at it next to my head. Like it's not that big. Like I can't travel with it, but it's not like huge or massive or inconvenient or anything. It is such a beautiful palette. It is just, look at each column as an individual eyeshadow look. Pinky, neutral brown, cool tone brown, gray, black, more browns, rosy. Like, are you joking? There's so much you can do with this one palette. Again, white mattes that I really, really love. Really deep browns and black shadows that are so good, and beautiful sparkly shimmers. If you're a neutral lover and especially cool tones, like, this is the vibe. Like, this palette just brings me so much happiness for some reason. I just love how they arranged it. I love the quality on this. I love how beautiful and approachable this palette is, that you don't really have to think. Again, I love palettes like that, where you see a column and you're like, I'm going for this look today, and you're just doing it. It is such a good one, and I've gotten quite a bit of use out of it, like more so than other ColourPop palettes, because it is this beautifully neutral and just wearable. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually available. Like, I don't remember. Like, I don't know how often ColourPop like updates their stuff. If like older collection are not available anymore, I actually don't know. It's been a hot minute since I purchased anything off of them or gotten PR from them, but I love the brand dearly either way. And yeah, this is such a good one. Let's talk about the other Nomad Cosmetics eyeshadow palette that I pulled out for this winter. And if the Christmas one was the holiday eyeshadow palette, this one is truly the winter eyeshadow palette. And this one is called Chamonix Après-Ski. This is arguably top 2 of my favorite Nomad Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. Listen, I love pastels. I love the vibe of this palette. It is so wintry. It is so colorful. It is so absolutely delicious. Are you kidding me? And it's ski themed, which don't ski, but I love like the vibe, the nature, the fits. I love like hiking and pretending that I'm skiing, but actually sipping champagne by the table. Like, that's my vibe. So gorgeous, stunning, pretty, beautiful, obsessed. Love the rosy mauve tones. Love the green, like not mossy green, what are these called, like seafoam green, and the blues and the purples. Oh yes, kind of like more of a muted color story, like no neons, no out there shade. Well, they're very colorful, don't get me wrong, very colorful, but more muted tones, like a muted lavender, like a muted seafoam green, seafoam green. Love this palette. Have not played enough with it, need to play more with it. That's why it's in this category and in this video. Just obsessed. And this one is too big for my specific makeup bag, which I travel with the Rare Beauty makeup bag, so I can never pack it to travel with me, and I'm so sad. I mean, I can probably just pack it in a different place, because I love it so much. But yeah, Nomad Chamonix Après-Ski, one of my top favorites. Probably not number 1, because they have a Chicago eyeshadow palette, and I live in Chicago, and it's my favorite city in the whole entire world. So that one will always be my favorite, but I'm biased. This one is second favorite for sure. Number 9, just like I could not make this video without a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, I never miss out on the opportunity to talk about Pat McGrath Labs and to put one of their palettes in my 10 eyeshadow palette videos. So yeah, this is my winter pick for this year. I used to always pull out the Bronze Seduction. That one has just like really beautiful neutrals and reddish shades, and I wear that one for Thanksgiving all the time, or Christmas too, because I think it has green as well. And then I used to pull out the Moonlight Seduction, because that one is my favorite from Pat McGrath, but I wanted to go back, way back today, and pull out this baby. Listen, the things this palette does to me. This is the first eyeshadow palette I bought from Pat McGrath Labs, and to think that it came out like a decade ago and it still is so gorgeous, so creative, so beautiful, with such an amazing color story, and just like you see it. Cool tones, blues, silvers, black, inner corner shade. You have everything here. I posted so many tutorials with this palette when I just started on TikTok. I remember I did like a 1 eyeshadow color look, and I just put either this one or this one, because they're more like creamy shades, all over the lid, and it was so beautiful. I remember doing obviously a blue smoky with this. These 2 shades are absolutely incredible. I just love the lighter taupe matte. We don't get lighter mattes a lot in Pat McGrath line. A deeper brown and then a black. That's just like a lot to have in Pat McGrath palette. 3 fully matte eyeshadow shades that are not all over the place and are just like lighter brown, deeper brown, black. Like, that just does something to me. She's a classic. Oh, I didn't even mention the name of it, because I'm like, obviously, you know, everyone knows, but not everyone knows. This is the number 1 Sublime. It doesn't say here. Oh wait, it says here. Mothership wants subliminal. Correct. I was like, everyone knows, and then I forgot. Yeah. Anyways, she's a special, she's a classic, she's a cult favorite. She is so expensive for a reason. Obsessed with her. Miss her dearly. Need to play around with her more. That's why she's in this video. Last eyeshadow palette, and this is more popular with the UK babes, but I know that some people know this palette and this brand in the US as well. This is by BPerfect Cosmetics, and this is the Carnival palette, which is always in which they created the BPerfect in collaboration with a super famous makeup artist, Stacey Marie MUA on Instagram. She is just like such a talented, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning person. And when I just got into makeup, I was like, I'm gonna need one of these bad boys. They're always really beautiful, rainbow colored, and like they made like 5 of them. It was a while ago. This is their latest collab and it came out 3 or 4 years ago, maybe more than that. But I have 2 of their palettes. One is more autumnal. It has like warms and rosies and greens and just like so beautiful. They're always really, really large, but I love it about them because there's so much versatility in these palettes, and this color story just gives me all the vibes. Like insane. It has almost like neon spark, almost like neon mattes, really impactful shimmers, and an entire section of just gray eyeshadows, and it just looks like a rainbow palette, but like when you look at it, it's much more than just that, and that's why I love it so much. Anytime I create a look with it, first of all, I get so inspired. Like I am genuinely setting this on my vanity so that I wear this, because I can't have this be in my drawer. I love it too much. I need to get some use out of it. There's shades that I see here that are like untouched, which is just a shame. It's so beautiful. It's making me want to create a rainbow eyeshadow look, and that's what I miss about makeup and the beauty industry in general. I miss this and I want more of this, and I think that this will make me feel like really creative, back creative again. I had so much fun doing this look today, which is also up on my channel, and it's just like so me, so smoky, so colorful, and rhinestones. It's just giving me all the vibes. And I used to do like, that's how I started with makeup back in 2020. Like I used to do looks like this all the time, even better than this, even more than this, and now I want to get back into that fully. So this will help me. Yeah, this is the Carnival Interstellar by BPerfect Cosmetics. Let me know if you've tried their palettes, if you've tried any of the Carnival palettes, because they were so iconic before I got into makeup. So like 2017, 2018, they had like 3 collabs, all these beautiful rainbow eyeshadow palettes. This is the latest, so it's like a little bit different, but I love her. I love that she's a little bit different. What a beautiful palette. I like can't stop looking at it. I'm setting this on my table and I'm creating 10 looks with this one palette. Just kidding, but I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow for my birthday. I'm filming it the day before my birthday. But anyways, this has been so fun. This is the last 11th eyeshadow palette for my 10 winter/holiday eyeshadow palettes that I'm gonna be wearing this winter. 2025/2026, I guess. Oh my god, 2026. Crazy talk. Anyways, let me know what is your go-to winter eyeshadow palette ever, and what is your go-to eyeshadow palette in the winter this year specifically. Maybe you picked up something really, really inspiring. Maybe you bought some new, maybe you are receiving it as a gift for Christmas. I don't know. Let me know. I love talking about eyeshadows, and I love eyeshadow palettes, and I love colorful eyeshadow palettes. And yeah, I'm gonna link the palettes out of all of these that are available, because I'm pretty sure not all of them are, down below. If you shop through my links, you really help out my channel quite a bit. Thank you so much for doing that. And I will see you tomorrow, I guess, because it's Vlogmas. Oh my god. Exciting and scary. See you tomorrow. Bye.